Gus Pedrosa. Yes, people are getting here. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen. That's
Oh
for
my,
you, man.
thanks, buddy.
Yay! I miss you, buddy.
Yeah, the same. I miss
Yeah. How's it going?
good, I guess.
Thank you so
I was
much.
a little,
Thank you
I
so
was a
much.
little stressed here over my phone. I wish my phone just worked perfectly, so this call would work perfectly. But now it seems good.
It seems good, man. It's the good
Yeah,
energy, here.
exactly.
Dude, that's so good to see you. Yeah, last time that not last time, but the first time that I saw you, you were this little intern at Buck doing some cell animations there in your corner. And now you are an entrepreneur, you a business owner, you are a truly artist, like a gallery artist. You do 3D like hell, and you do speeches. What the fuck, man? Why did I lose you? It's what's going
Oh,
on? How did you get
yeah.
there?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
It's man, it's
I'm
so it's so it's so great to see your uh evolution, you know. It's amazing.
I'm super happy to hear you say that. And it's always interesting when someone else like gives you a brief overview of what you've done the last couple of years, because inside your own head it's like going up and down, and there's not like it's not like a clear path at
Mm-hmm.
all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thanks for saying it.
It's so
But
great. Yeah. So you used to live here in LA. For how long did you live here?
I was there for 1 year
For one
and
year.
a month,
Okay.
one fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as you say, I was a little intern. I was showing up really early in the morning, and
Yeah.
I was leaving. What was the last one to leave, and I
Yeah.
was had so many ambitions
Yeah.
that prove myself and prove to others what I could do. You know.
And I think you did that.
Well,
You did
you
that.
think so? I don't know.
Dude,
Like I tried,
hardcore for
but it
sure.
was that place. I will never forget it, to be honest.
Of
And
course.
you were one of the people that I really, really looked up to, and still
Man.
do. And like just one house full of super super talented people. I had never been in that situation before. Like
Mhm.
you walk from one desk to another, and this is like,
It
wow,
is right.
what
It's it's like
what is this?
a toy shop for a kid.
Huh?
It's just like a toy shop for a
Yeah,
kid.
definitely.
So it's a
And like
toy.
going to work in the morning was like you ran to work
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
dude. It's crazy, man. And
Yeah,
and now you're back to Sweden, living there.
yeah.
You have.
So
Hmm.
yeah, a lot of things has happened since then. I went back to Sweden, and me and my girlfriend, we had a child.
Yes.
So I had just when I got back to Stockholm, we started a studio together, me and three friends. So it was a couple of guys that I studied with, and so we wanted kind of do, in secret, we wanted to build our own buck, but in
Yes.
Stockholm. That's good. Mission failed, to be
Nah,
honest.
come on.
But it
Man, but
was
how was the idea? How this idea came up? Like okay, I'm not gonna do freelancer. I'm gonna do my own shop. Like it because
yeah,
it's a big step. Just being a freelancer, it's already a big step.
yeah.
And be part of something larger, be part of something big like a company. It's even larger.
Mm,
How
I
do you
see what,
guys? Yeah, how do you guys come up with this?
and I think it was also a way of, it was a bit of a, security
Mm-hmm.
to gather up the four of us, because we all know different things. So we could, from day one, we had a lot of work. So it wasn't like fancy work. It was more like production work, but
Mm-hmm.
it kept us going, and we could have a small salary, all of us, from day one. but we learned a lot. And I think the most things we learned is that you don't start a company with anyone, right? You have
Yes.
to you have to be honest.
This,
There's
yeah.
so many things, it's personality, and there's what you see in the future, where do you want to go.
It's a
It's like,
marriage.
so yeah, it's so much. So yeah, we learned so much, and that's also how we kind of ended up with the setup that we have today, where it's just me and my friend Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
So we're two people, and we don't have any company together or anything. It's just two different companies, but two people working together, and
Together.
we have a name.
That's cool, man. That's great. So you're more like a dual. This is more like a, how can I say? It's a fellowship. It's more like a dual directors doing something under a name, right?
Yeah, and then like it will be interesting to hear your view on this, actually, because
Mm-hmm.
you are a director, but you do mostly direct by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's it's I lost my point there, but no, but it's nice to, that was about what I was going to say, to have a platform where you can be creative together and kind of
Mm-hmm.
create something that would be better than if I did it myself, or if he did it himself.
Yeah.
We can grow on each other's ideas, but then every now and then you get tired of each other, right? So you have to be able to do these things on the other side,
That's
just
cool.
yeah, do personal stuff.
Man, that's great. That's great. That's great to hear. And out of curiosity, how different is the Swedish industry in terms, of course, I'm not going to compare to America, but comparing to the overall market that we have out there. Is it too different?
It's, when it comes to the Swedish market, I feel like it's coming more and more that they want to hire, want to use animation,
Hmm.
both 3D animation. I mean, we have a lot to do, so both in commercial and stuff online is, there's a lot of work, but you can't compare it to, I think, any other big city, like
Uh-huh.
both in France and in Spain, and in the US. Obviously, there's such a different market and different prices. So we don't pitch too much in Sweden. It's like, we know about these people. Maybe you present an idea and then you get the job. So
Uh-huh.
it's not like when you're competing about jobs in the States. I think the most time we spent on a pitch was 5 weeks full time, two people, and we didn't
Wow.
win.
Wow, really? That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
So we've done a couple of pitches
Nice.
through the year, and we lost a lot, many too.
That's
So
part of
that's
it.
not
It's part of the
that's
game.
that's part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, obviously the budgets are way higher in the States.
So you're doing mostly of your projects come from outside of Sweden, or do you guys do a lot of work there too? Is there like
We
a percentage of work that you're
Yeah,
doing in your country?
I would say it's maybe 50-50
Oh, really?
almost.
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
cool. It's cool.
but yeah,
That's great, man. That's great.
coming from
So you guys
it's
have reps
we
to.
have one Scandinavian rep, which is Acne,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a rep in the US, North America, Anchor Points
Oh, that's
in.
great. That's cool, man. Yeah, because I was like browsing all around your work today here again. It's clearly a shift from where we first met. Like when do you always had this 3D thing inside of you and this art direction? Because it's really heavy, man. It's really colorful. It's bold. I love seeing your work because it makes me want me to push for something else, because
Oh,
I see your work and it's super clean. You don't have to put a lot of treatment, to hide your imperfections. It's there. It's super clean. I'm just looking at right now. The colors are great. So you always had this inside of you, or is this something that you developed after book, or
after we met.
Oh, really?
After I met you, I think
No,
it was
come
like,
on.
oh, it's
Man.
only. To be honest, when I met you, I was full-time cell. Like that was what I was gonna do, like 100% cell animation. And even when I got back to Stockholm, I was like, no, we have to do cell animation.
Yeah, yeah.
And friends were starting to do 3D. And I kind of, okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help with this project. I can design it, and we can make it in 3D. And then, slowly, project by project, I start to think this is actually really, really fun. And even to animate and like all the principles that I learned from graphic design and cell animation, you could just
Apply
uh,
to the 3D
apply to
world.
also how they worked at Buck. We implemented that exactly like the same workflow,
Yeah.
this folder structure, and like how they did these McDonald's spots.
Yeah.
You would make the animatic in cell, you would make the pencil tests and the animation, like rough animation, and then you would just like transfer that into 3D. And so we
Mm-hmm.
tried that, and we did that a few times, but then after a while we left the cell and we just went on with the more less complicated stuff.
Sure.
Like you do a lot of character stuff, and you know
Yeah.
how it's pretty time consuming.
It is pain ass, man. Yeah. I know.
But you found a really, really good way of not having to clean up, right?
Yes,
Am
that's why because cell animation, I've tried, I did a lot of cell animation at Buck too, I think it was a
yeah,
part of every animator there. They should, I don't know how they are working with this anymore, but like during our time there, and I learned a lot because I have never done cell animation prior to that time, but it was a good exercise for me to understand that cell animation is not for me, you know, because it requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of cleanup, like, so I'm anxious. So I like to see this stuff already there.
yeah.
So
But you found yourself a style that is like it's so much you. You get anywhere else the
it's
stuff you do.
it's it's just exploration. You start doing explorations until you find something that gives you joy. And something that gives you joy, you keep doing, and keep pushing yourself, and keep trying to take that to a different level. And I think that's what everyone in the industry it's doing. Like we're just trying to find something that gives us joy, and we push forward.
But one thing that I think of when I see your stuff is that you had a lot of fun when you did it, because it's not like, so if you say part one, and the stuff we do is very like strict and very geometric, and
Hmm.
like you can see that it all almost looks mathematic or whatever.
Hmm.
But when you look at your stuff, it's much more irregularities, more
Yeah.
abstract, and I love that so much.
Thank you.
Uh, it's not like we do this thing and that doesn't mean you appreciate other things. It's not like that.
Of course, yeah.
And I think also, like, if you would do 3D in that way, it gets little bit more complicated, right?
I agree.
I might be wrong,
No, no,
but
no. I agree. I agree with you because sometimes what I do is, in my work at least, I try to embrace the not the failures, but I try to embrace the imperfection in a way
yeah,
because it's more collage. So I cut out images a lot. So I don't like when I cut very clean the image. I like to leave a little, something irregular there. So I like to do that in my work. But as I said, maybe I'm doing that because I don't know how to do the stuff you're doing. I just try to
uh,
embrace, but I love seeing your stuff. Like, I got so much inspiration looking to that. And I'm so glad that you find someone that thinks like very much like you, and you
yeah.
can come up with something brilliant. So, and you guys know each other for a very long time.
No, just for maybe now it's 10 years or something.
Okay.
Uh, because we studied together, and then we went out for internship, and then we went back. So just
Okay.
from school. But yeah, it's really hard to find someone that you can
Click.
be honest, because creating work, it's really, really full of anxiety.
Hmm.
And it's like you come in, and we've learned this during the years, you know, like how you're very positive in the beginning and then you fall down into this deep hole and it's like this. And if you can't respect each other, or if you can't say to the other person that you know, be totally honest and speak out of your heart, then it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So I'm super happy that we found each other, and it's like we can really be honest with each other. I can say like no. I can look at us, and he does the same with me, and like I would never take it personally, and that's super. But it doesn't go with everyone. It's just all right.
It's like those people, those little people that you find in your life. Yeah, you have to get attached to them, and yeah, that's great, man. It's such a special thing. And could you? Do what?
Did you ever think about collaborating with someone, or
I want to collaborate all the time, you know. The problem is I don't think my style fits. I don't think if people are open to collaborate with the styles that I do, you know, because I understand that what I do, it's not too much commercial work, you know. Sometimes I get one crazy client that wants to embrace this, but for personal projects, of course, man. You are one of the guys that I would love to do something together, you know. I think that would be amazing. So we should think about that.
Maybe we should get some of your like irregularities and beautiful colors into our little
It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing, the contrast.
But to be honest, like 3D in itself, it's like it can be really complicated. Like, you know, it's a big world and there's a never-ending story. Like there's always new, you know, technical stuff to learn.
Yeah.
And you walk into this world and you think like you can easily become overwhelmed. And that was the stuff that I tried to do was like, let me get into this house now. All the details, no effects or anything, just keep it simple. So and that's been like how I've survived in this, like trying to find simplistic stuff. But who knows what happens in the future? Maybe it's,
Man, but I think you were very clever, because I think you found the key, not to overcomplicate stuff. I think that's why I gave up to give like a 3D a second chance, because I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I got to look a lot of references out there, you know, and you see a bunch of people doing crazy stuff like with simulators and crazy renders, and like you need to have like a great machine to run like the Octane or whatever. And that got me super, oh no, it's too much, man. It's too, you know, let's stay simple, but let's stay simple within inside the After Effects, you know.
yeah.
So I think that's why. But you were super clever. Like just got the very unique simplicity from the 3D software, which is great.
Yeah, thanks. But hey, it's so easy to get depressed when you go out on Instagram. Like everyone's pushing it all the time too. Because if you compare what people are doing now, like 2 years ago, the things we were making was maybe it was a little bit like forefront or whatever. I don't know. But everything changes all the time, and like they push that border of what the client maybe point at. Can you do this? Can you do this? And that's I guess also something that steers you, right?
You got no, of course, of course. I feel intimidated, you know, by the 3D software and by 3D people out there. I feel like they all are super way more smarter than I am, for sure. They are.
No.
And let me ask you, man. Do you guys don't do character animation because of the complexity, or is this something that you guys have in mind and wanted to do?
I think we've talked about this a lot, and I mean we're definitely going there. We're gonna do more character stuff. I think why we haven't done so much of it is probably because of the complexity.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make simple characters. It doesn't have to be super complex. I mean, it can be like with two eyes and a mouth, and it's so you can keep it simple. And I think that's has always been our approach. Like we've tried to when we talk to clients, like we try to talk about hard surface stuff with like just do the stuff that you're good at, and because there's enough ideas in that world. And then you can like try other stuff when you do personal projects or stuff like that. But we've always like avoided water, avoided anything that is like too organic.
Yeah, simulations and
like, and I think that's why we ended up doing a lot of wood like semi-realistic,
solid kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
But yeah, we're gonna do more characters. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I saw because I saw on your portfolio there's a bunch of characters there. I'd love to see those animated, sometime. And they're not like super complex. Like they're beautiful.
Yeah, maybe you should do it.
Send the files. Send the files.
You can cut it out.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. And what's your setup there? How you guys work?
Actually, let me show you the setup.
Perfect. That'd be amazing.
Like this is another thing we could talk about, because I've been doing Mac, or when I met you at Buck, there was only PC, so you kind of had to get used to that. But then when I got back, we only did. Now it's a little bit messy here, but I switched to PC 2 days ago.
Oh, you went back to PC?
Yeah, I went back to PC. So here's my setup now.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me see if I can turn on the lights a little. There we go. So
wow.
It's 2 screens, and then it's a Cintiq. We'll see if I need them all, but And here it is. Okay, now it doesn't shine that much, but PC, it's not beautiful.
But they work fine. So that's it.
And so Oscar, he's on a PC, and he's on a Mac as well.
That's cool. So all of these, it's part one, or do you guys? It's this.
It's this little corner here.
Oh, there's a mirror. There's a mirror there, right?
Mirror? No, it's not a mirror, because it's another.
So it's big. It's big.
Yeah, but these are not. This is
not
okay.
One. You guys are sharing. You guys are sharing space. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And
amazing.
Then there's more people sitting here. And then on this side, I'm showing the whole place here now.
That's amazing.
On this side, it's a company called Brick.
I know Brick. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So we're renting from them.
That's cool, man. It's a nice setup.
So we're keeping small and cheap.
And cheap.
We don't have our own.
That's the way to go, man. That's the way to go.
Do you have your own office?
I have in my house. It's dude, it's super. I can show you too, but it's nothing super excited like your stuff, but yeah, pretty much it's this place here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, separate.
That's it. Nothing in my computer and all my mess here.
This is where
I'm still a Mac guy.
Oh, that's good. Come on.
I'm still a Mac guy. Maybe once I go back to 3D, who knows? But as for softwares, do you do all this magic in Cinema 4D, Maya? What do you guys use normally?
It's 99% Cinema.
Cinema
4D, yeah.
Octane.
So we haven't used Octane. We used Arnold up until now. But with the PC, we're going to Redshift.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I still have a little bit of a bump to climb before I fluent in Redshift, but it's gonna happen.
For sure. Do you still keep contact with people at Buck?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the one I have most contact with is Defan Norman. You remember Defan?
Defan, yeah, of course. What is up to? What is up to?
He got married.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Sorry, Sorry, people, if this gets a little bit personal now.
Oh yeah.
This awesome person.
It is.
You should check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear him out. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's pretty cool. And how you guys are coping with this? I feel like I'm all over the place because I wanted to talk to you for so much time and I have a lot of questions for you, man. So I'm sorry if I'm doing this, asking a lot of random questions. But how you guys are doing with this? I don't know. How's the situation of Sweden and this COVID-19 thing? You guys
Yeah.
are okay with that there?
Um, it's different here than in the States, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's because of the amount of people living close to each other. I mean, Sweden is a pretty spread out country.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's also like they've taken another approach.
Mm-hmm.
So most people, we've kept the schools open, so that's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Which that most of the people can work at least, and if you can work at home, most people work at home. So this office has been pretty much empty the whole spring. It's been me and maybe 4 other people
Okay.
sitting here. And yeah, a lot of people lost their work, lost their job. So
Yeah, yeah. Dude, that's
my God,
sad. Your girlfriend lost her job?
yeah, she lost her job, and almost everyone at that company. So I guess it's the same worldwide.
Yeah.
Retail and the entertainment industry. No one has their jobs anymore.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that affect your job in any way, like the amount of projects?
For us, it's been, I think, since some of the productions maybe went digital instead of being live action,
Mm-hmm.
it has led to, so we had more job this
Yeah.
spring than we had before.
That's great. I feel like
So
the animation industry got a little boom,
yeah,
because the people are not like shooting anymore, like so I think we should take advantage of that. And
yeah. I mean, it's almost a little bit embarrassing, when people lose their job and we have more job than
yeah,
normal.
it's kind of weird, right? To
Yeah.
it's weird. Yeah. Crazy times, man. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man, yeah, I'm so glad to see you, buddy. I think I have some questions for you here from our lovely audience. Let me see here.
Ah, wow.
Um, how can I get clients that this is from Recuerdos del Futuro. How can I get clients that wanted animations with my own style better than generic flat vectors styles? Thank you so much. You both are awesome. Thank you so much. Did you got the
Yeah, yeah,
yeah?
pretty much like how can I do client work and apply my own style to it, kind
Yeah,
of.
something like that. Yeah.
Uh, I would say that of course in a project you can kind of present to the client maybe 2 different approaches. One that is more generic and one that is more like a little bit more towards his style or her
Mm-hmm.
style. Otherwise, I think the real solution is to just produce work, probably then personal work,
Mm-hmm.
like make a personal project that comes up to the client work uh, quality, and
Mm-hmm.
then just after a while people are gonna start pointing at that, and this is what we want.
That's cool. Do you have
what is your what is your answer to that question?
uh you know usually the clients come to me because they want what I'm doing, you know. But of course, sometimes I had clients in the past, like for example, I've been working with Spotify a lot, and of course, my style it's not for their platform, so I've been doing a lot of different styles, but just to address what they need. Because at the end of the day, we are designers, so we have to solve the problems of our clients, so it's not always that we get the opportunity to apply what we love into a client's project, but as much as I can, of course I'll do. And yeah, but I would say like most of the people that approach me, it's because of my style. Yeah. Is there a dream client or a dream project that you guys would love to be on?
We
Like,
have one dream
yeah.
client that's Headspace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Headspace, partly because it's a really good company, and we're both using Headspace, both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And also the simplicity of the characters, and maybe take this world into 3D. That's something we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but how do you reach Headspace? I don't know.
Yeah. LinkedIn, man.
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn, yeah, of course. Try LinkedIn.
Have you done it? Have you done
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I reached out to some great people in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some
Oh,
reply, some don't, but it's a part of the fishing moment. And this is
yeah,
this is where I think like the reps are very beneficial to us because like to be honest, I'm not a salesperson, you know.
no,
Like that's why I ask you if you guys have a rep because they can see your work is very artistic, and when we are super artistic, we tend not to pay attention to this side. And this
yeah,
side, like the sales side, it's really important for us, you
yeah.
know. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's really true actually. And when it comes to bigger clients,
Mm-hmm.
so I think in Sweden the most important job that we did was that we worked with a really big telecom company
Mm-hmm.
called. We've produced many videos for them, and
Mm-hmm.
they allowed us to have our own style. We pitched the style, and they were like, "Yeah, this looks good," because they didn't have anything animated before that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were lucky there, I think, that we could actually, to use our style with their company.
That's cool, man.
That was through a rep. That was what I'm trying to say. Like we had never gotten that job ourselves.
That's
It's
cool.
yes, you
I
need help sometimes to just like reach up in the
Yeah,
ladder.
I have a good question here for you from Itomic. I like this name. With the reduction of people in the studios, you guys think that in the near future it can be better working in a different function such as 2D, 3D, cell, or is mastering one of them a better way? So do you think being a generic guy it's better, or do you should master something that you?
I don't think you necessarily. I mean, if you're in a studio, it's probably super good to be like a
Hmm.
generalist.
Hmm.
They can put you on different projects, and you're an asset to the company.
Hmm.
But just like it's more common that you have smaller setups nowadays, like you have duos, you have freelancers that works with super big companies.
Hmm.
I mean, actually work with a very big company and be a freelancer, single freelancer, and then you take in the other freelancers to build
Hmm.
your little studio. So I think to answer that question, um, I think it's actually better to be like good at one thing.
Yeah, I
But
agree with you.
yeah,
I agree with you. I think you have to understand how these other areas work. So
yeah,
it makes easy for you to collaborate with people, like so you don't have like for example, if I do like a teapot on 3D, it's gonna be my my highlight. But I know what ambient occlusion is, like a
yeah,
vertex or something like it. So I can communicate with people. So I think it's nice for you to understand how the industry you know so you can, yeah, but not necessarily you have to be good in everything. I think that's important. I
nah.
think that'll make you overwhelmed for sure.
But one thing that I can say also, if you freelance, you have to wear a lot of hats. Like you have to
Yes, that's
be your
yes.
own. You have to be a salesperson in a way. You have
Hmm.
to maybe have to do storyboards. You have to deal with
Yeah.
manuscripts, and you have to be able to do a lot of things, and that makes you a generalist, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
In a way,
Of course, of course. Yeah.
yeah,
That's why you don't have to be like, for example, I don't have to be Ashthorpe, for example, to be doing like a 3D, like so.
nah,
But I know how does it work. If I have to do like a little render there here and there, okay, we can do, and that might attend my client needs. but I don't think you necessarily have to be like a master of everything, you know.
No. Sometimes have you thought about like, have you ever had the strive to do innovative work, or are you
Yeah.
more like just do what you feel like is fun, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I like what I know, and for me, this is a big dilemma because I've never I'm not satisfied with the work that I'm doing. You know, I don't think what I'm doing it's where I want to be yet, and I love to keep pushing things. I love to keep trying things. But to be
Yeah.
honest with you, once I find that, I think I'm done in the industry. You know, done,
Uh-huh.
not done because I'm gonna be like a masterpiece. I'm done because I'm gonna be that inside. Because I'm not gonna be any more goals, personal goals, you know, to achieve something, to
Mm.
learn, something to strive for. You know, it's yeah. So I think I'm always trying to learn something new, try to explore different things that I can apply to my work.
Mm.
So maybe I can push it to a next level. What about you?
No, no, but I also refer to what we were talking about
Hmm.
before.
Hmm.
Like you don't have to be an expert because you can produce good work. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be innovative work, and actually, because it's easy to look up to studios that create innovative work that the rest of
Hmm.
industry looks at and maybe be are inspired by.
Hmm.
I've thought about that, and I've reconsidered that a little bit. I mean, it's not anything bad to be like lower down. Like you're not the creator of the
Hmm.
innovative work, like
Yep.
being inspired by everything out there, and
Hmm.
that's fine. I feel like I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Being being the person who just like makes work that I'm happy about or
Hmm.
uh, enough about,
Hmm.
and I still can make a living out of it.
Yeah. No, but like
And
on my way, it's more like I don't want to find like the apply these different things and search for different things for others. I don't want to inspire others. I want to find those things so I can fulfill myself, you know,
yeah,
with knowledge, and I want to grow myself mostly inside, you know, creatively,
yeah,
so I can do things that I enjoy more. And yeah, not much for to be a highlight in the industry or whatever, you know. It's more mostly for myself. Even though
yeah.
because like the work that I do, to be honest with you, it's not something that is trending. You know, like if I wanted to create something that is super trendy, I'll be doing like super cool cell animations, like explosions and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, but I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. Yes.
I love that. I love that. But looking at you from the outside, I feel like your work is. I would consider it trendy from my point of view. I mean, like it looks
Really?
really fresh, like looks like nothing I've seen before, and it's like super super cool. And it's amazing that you feel like this is just like something you made that you love, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you do from that side that you want to make something trendy because I think then you're finished. Like you will definitely not succeed if you try to do something like I'm gonna come up with the next trend. I'm not sure it'll work. I think so.
Totally. I had another question here for you. It was right here. Okay, this is from Pen Emotion. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Any goals, milestones?
That's a good one, and it's a hard one.
Swedish buck, maybe?
Swedish buck. Oh no! I've let go of that idea. I can't answer like I can't answer that really more than that. I want to say that I want to keep coming to work and feel really good inside
Mhm.
because and like continue to make uh, like the stuff that I'm passionate about, and because I've come from a position where I felt really bad about myself. You know, I was in an environment
Mhm.
that wasn't healthy, it wasn't good for me, and it wasn't good for anyone else. So I'm gonna try to avoid that, and just like keep surrounding myself with people that I like, and also like not do too much, too many hours work in a day. Like try to mix it up with other things. This summer I was out walking in the forest, and okay, maybe I can't say this in English properly, but I'm gonna try. I was out walking in the forest, and I stumbled across like something from the Middle Ages. It sounds super weird, but I found like these rocks that
Uh-huh.
was rests from like making iron thousand
Really?
years ago. Yeah, and I picked up the rocks and I went home and I emailed and stuff like that. And it was like it was a known place. I didn't know about that then, but it was a known area, like where there was, you know, um, someone had lived there. You know, people have lived there for thousands of years. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, like I'm standing out in the forest with the rain pouring, and I'm like, this is what it's all about: being outside, experience the nature and like where we come from. And it's so different from sitting by the computer and
It
just like
is.
trying something beautiful. It's so different, and I think those two parts you
Yeah.
enjoy both. They're equally important, and then there's family too. You know, so 5 years, I felt good about myself. I'm happy about it, and my family still loves me.
That's great, man. That's great. And did you find the right pace to conciliate like family time and work time?
Yeah, I think so actually,
Hmm.
because I try to come in early. That's been my solution to it. I start at 7 in the morning, and then I go home at 4 at the latest.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice time. Yeah. I still feel like I need to work on my time here, but yeah, I think I should wake up a little earlier.
How
Yeah.
do you uh, how do you manage kids and
Uh,
work and family?
no, I'm a pretty good like present. I've been working from home, so I lunch with them, I play with them after work, and I'm always there. Every time that I take a break here from work during rainy time, I'm with them. So I feel like I'm here. It's and now with this quarantine thing, like schools are not back yet, but
Yeah,
people, my kid is it's in house, so. Yeah, but I think it's nice. It's nice. It's nice working from home. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Has it been hard during the quarantine that the whole family's in the same house? I mean, I can imagine they knock on the door, Daddy, Daddy, can you help me with?
Surprisingly, no. They are super. They respect a lot my time at work, and I've never had any kind of problems or anything like that. To be honest, really, it's been a blast being working from home. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. I have the last question for you, man, because I know you're super busy and it's very late there. Uh, from Yuri Santos, work to survive versus work to fulfill your creative soul. The sweet spot. Do you have like a do you find time to create like a balance between one for the pocket, one for the soul?
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's always going to be like that. I mean, not
Mm-hmm.
all projects are for the soul. Some projects you definitely do for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I guess like when you have more projects that are fun and you make money, it's better, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that properly, but it's not like all of our projects are the most fulfilling. It's
Mm-hmm.
more like it goes and comes and goes. And if you make a project that is you earn good money, you can maybe spend a little bit more time on a project that isn't that great budget.
Agreed.
So it's a mix, and I think
It's a
also
mix.
like having a side projects, it's really important.
It is, right? I think so too. Yeah, it's one of those projects like this. Usually, personal projects are the projects that you can put your soul truly into that, and those are the projects that you can try, experiment things, and fail. You know,
Yeah,
those are the best. The best. and no one there to asking you to shift a pixel to the left or shift a pixel to the right, you know.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Simon, was so much a joy to see you, buddy. I'm so glad to see that you grow so much as a professional, as a father, as a person, as a human being. Thank you for making the time. And yeah, buddy, hope to see you soon.
Thanks, man, and thanks for inviting me. It was so fun, and it's really nice to see you again as well. Hope to see you soon in real life, actually.
In real life, yeah, yeah, of course. That would be great. Last time that I saw you in person was at Blend, but not
Oh,
the past Blend that you
yeah,
guys were speaking. It was the previous one. So it was a
yeah,
very long time ago.
yeah.
Jeez, time
And
flies.
next time,
Next blend,
if
we catch up live.
definitely.
That's great, man.
So
Thank you so much, buddy.
thanks again.
Bye
Talk
bye.
to you soon.
Talk soon, man.
Bye bye.